Today we're talking about chance and probability. What is probability?
So probability is the chance or likelihood that something will happen.
We know about chance. We use it all the time in our games and sport. We use words like certain, always, equal chance. But is there any way of working it out mathematically? Well, there is. We can look at the number of times something happens and put it as a fraction over the total number of outcomes. And we need to find out how we can put that into a probability scale.
Probability scale can be looked as filling this glass, 0 being something impossible. If I filled this glass halfway, it means that something has an equal chance or 50% chance of happening. If I was to fill this glass all the way to the top, then this means it has a certain chance or 100% chance of it happening.
To go from a glass half full or glass half empty, we can say that probability can be put on a number line from 0 to 1, 1 being 100% uncertain and 0 being impossible. Things like throwing a dice, where you've got two possible outcomes, are an even chance or 50-50. Other things are more likely or less likely. Let's have a look at the chance of throwing heads or tails. These are some coins from my pocket. We all know one coin has a head and a tail, just like this. Well, what are the chances of throwing two coins and getting two heads? We can do this using a grid or a table. We've got the first coin. We know that it has a head and a tail. And then we've got the second coin. We know that has a head and a tail. We can fill in the grid by saying the chances of having two heads is a 1 in 4 chance, because this is a head and a tail, this is a head and a tail, and this is a tail and a tail. So there has a 1 in 4 chance, or a quarter, or 25%.
To make things a bit more complex, we have two objects. We have a coin and we have a dice. The outcomes for a coin, we know it has two faces, there's two outcomes. And a dice, we have 6 faces, which means there's 6 outcomes. So, for example, if I wanted to find out the probability of getting a head and the number 6, I would use a tree diagram to help me do that. So first I drew 2 branches, a head or a tail, to show the 2 outcomes. Then I further extended that with 6 other branches to show the outcomes for the dice. Now I'm looking for H6. So we look through here, we can tell that there's only one H6. So that's 1 chance of me getting it out of 12 outcomes when we add all of these numbers together. So there's 12.
I'm also going to look at spinners. This spinner has 5 segments on it. So when you spin it, you spin a number. This segment has colours on it. So when you spin it, you go by pick a colour. However, to be fair, our spinners need to have the same size segments. If we had 4 of these segments being red, then the chance would be 4 out of 6, and that's not fair. Just the same as with die, when we use different shaped dies, we need to change our probability.
Take a chance on me. If you need me, let me know. Gonna be around. If you got your place to go when you're feeling down.